to Musical Mondays on this quiet spring night here in Victoria, BC. Just tuning up. Hey Dan, thank you for joining. Hopefully you can see the live stream tonight. Maybe give me a heart or say something in the chat if you can actually see things tonight. Thanks for joining, Mariana. Just giving a little tune up tonight. Hey Bernie, thank you for joining. I missed all you guys last week, being the holiday and all. It was good to have a little break too. Take a little time off. I don't know if you can hear the birds singing in the background. They're like giving a super loud song tonight. Alrighty, so we're all tuned up. Oh yay! Dan can tune in tonight. Yes, I did get a haircut. Yeah, I got some of the curls cut off. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, so tonight, it's been a while since I actually sat and played my guitar on Musical Mondays because I've been doing had some fantastic guests on over the last month or so. So I thought I would play a little music tonight, and I'm kind of a bit undecided, so I'll see where the spirit takes me. I have a couple songs out to maybe play with. And something else that I'm going to do, or maybe subject you all to at a week, one of the Musical Mondays coming up, is some of you will likely know, hello, love from Ellie Anderson, thanks for joining. Some of you have probably noticed that over the last year, I guess almost a year now, I've been releasing remixes of a bunch of my songs. That's because health concerns have kept me off the stages and out of music venues and out of recording studios for the last year. So I've been releasing remixes of my songs, and have been lucky enough to connect with some amazing musicians and composers and remixers from around the world, really. So so this is a long story to tell you that coming up in some future Musical Mondays, maybe over the next couple of weeks, I need to start practicing singing with my remixes. So I have these synthwave remixes of some of my songs, and so my plan is that I may perform them at some point, because I'm become a little bit more than or I've added a new dimension to my singer-songwriter persona. So I have this synthwave artist persona. I've never actually performed my remixes. So I have the instrumental tracks, and I am going to subject you all to my practices of some of my synthwave tracks. So that's coming up. I'll give a heads up when I decide to do that. So if you are keen to check that out, you'll have some notice on that. One sec. I'm gonna grab my water. You bring it a little closer. There we go. So tonight, I have a couple songs up and open. I have a song off my last album, Lullaby for Gutenberg. Thought I might play it. It's one that I rarely play live, and I'm not sure I've ever done it in a Musical Mondays. So I might do that one. I've also been working on a new song that I think is pretty much finished. It's called Future Eaters. future eaters. I didn't really enunciate that well. So I might play that. I'm not sure if it's ready for a little road testing yet, but I don't know. I might. Yeah, as she launches right into it. But you know, I think maybe what I'll do first is I pulled up an old cover song that I used to play. Anybody familiar with Natalie Merchant? Singer-songwriter, fabulous singer-songwriter, former lead singer and songwriter from the band 10,000 Maniacs. Anyway, I love a lot of her songs. And a song of hers that I used to play is called The Gulf of Araby. So I might play a little bit of that just because I was plunking around with it. I might play a little bit of that. I always think the sign of a great song, I mean, there's 3 chords in this song, D, A, and G. Sign of a great songwriter is you can just tell a story with 3 standard chords. It's great. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the song, Hello, the Victoria House, but I'll play a little bit of that and then we'll go to a couple of my songs. If you could fill a veil with shells from Clenny shore and sweet talk in a tongue that is no more, and if wishful thought could bridge the gulf of Araby between what is, what is, what is, and what can never be. If you could hold the frozen flow of New Hope Creek and hide out from the one they said you might meet, if you could unlearn all the words that you never wanted heard, if you could stall the southern wind that's whistling in your ear, you could take what is, what is, what is, and what can never be. One man of 70 whispers free at last. 2 neighbors who are proud of their massacres. 3 tyrants torn away from a winter's mind. Prisoners framed by a dirty judge. 5 burned with tires, 6 men still alive, and 7 more days to shade at the great divide. Such a beautiful song. It's been a number of years since I've played that, so that was fun. Thank you for listening to that. Oh, I realized I did not play the whole thing, but it's a very long song. It goes on for about 7 minutes. Yeah, I love that. The storytelling in that song. There's no, how do you describe it in terms of how it's written? There's no like, there's no pop hook in it. That's not the point of the song. It's very much a story. And thank you. And she's, I think Natalie Merchant is telling the story, I think, of the Irish resistance. And it's very much an anti-war song. And when I was learning to sing it, there was no melodic hook to really catch onto or to grab onto. I really just needed to, I guess, understand the story and kind of figure out the phrasing and how the story fits in with the chord progression. So I love that about a song. It's a beautiful song, as you can see, and I love when songs take you on a journey like that. And I just realized that's actually not. I don't think Natalie Merchant actually wrote the song. I think it was written by an Irish songwriter. I'll have to look that one up, but it was, she did record it, and it was on, I forget which album now. Somebody here might know which one of her albums it was on, but yeah, beautiful song, takes you on a journey for sure. Yeah, so that's a little bit of that. Thank you for coming along on that journey with me. Let's see. So speaking of journeys, there's my song, Lullaby for Gutenberg, which was off my last album. I don't think I'm going to use a pick. It just feels a bit harsh tonight with all the lovely soft bird song and the soft lighting outside right now as the sun is going down. Yeah, so Lullaby for Gutenberg is off my last album, and it's a song that I don't play very often live. I don't think I've done it on Musical Mondays before. And you might wonder, why is that? And I think this is a song that kind of gave my band fits too. I think because there's a tempo change in the middle of the song, so the verses are in 3/4 time, and then the choruses are in 4/4 time. So kind of gave them fits a little bit. I'm not sure they were really keen on the song. In terms of lyrically, so it's called Lullaby for Gutenberg. And I have spent big chunks of my adult life working a day job while being a musician. I had a side career in academia over the years. And this song is kind of a collection of images from working in academia. Oh, awesome. Dan Googled. Thank you, Dan, for Googling. All my devices are occupied right now. So the Gulf of Araby, written by Koenig. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of that, but thanks for looking that up. Fantastic. Yeah, so I think the album, I can see the album cover, the Natalie Merchant album cover in my mind, but I cannot remember its name. There's a picture of her on it, and I believe it's like a 2-color split. There's like an orange and a green. Is it Tiger Lily? Maybe it's Tiger Lily. Anyway, so back to Lullaby for Gutenberg. So this, so working in academia, I don't know. I don't want to be critical of academia, because a lot of good stuff happens in academia in terms of research and pushing the ideological boundaries of society. And a lot of not cool things happen in academia too. So I think this song focuses on some of the not cool things. So I'm critiquing kind of the freedom of information, or the lack of freedom of information, and critiquing some of the Western philosophical canon that is very racist and sexist and homophobic and ableist and white male centric, essentially. So I'm critiquing some of the philosophers in there, like Foucault is mentioned, and so is Darwin. So Gutenberg is mentioned, but in a more, I think I'm using Gutenberg as a metaphor for what maybe is wrong with our thinking in Western society about identity and general existence. Okay, enough talking. Gutenberg, go to sleep. Take your words and swallow them deep. Embody stories, turn the pages. Your voice will echo through the ages. Hello, McLuhan, the library's in ruins. The books are bites, no one can find them. There's no reason, there's no rhyme. They didn't get your message in time. You can take pieces of me, build your theory, my identity. Hush now and sleep. It's our secret to keep. Hey Foucault, how could you know the second and third waves would swallow you to your grave? You took sex deeper and still, love remained a bitter pill. Hello Darwin, aren't you charming? In bed with the colonizers, you wield a skewed science. You're still none the wiser. You can take pieces of me, build your theory, my identity. Hush now and sleep. You can take pieces of me, build your theory, my identity. Hush now and sleep. It's our secret to keep. Wake up, McLuhan, the world's in ruins. We changed the channel too soon. Now you're speeding towards oblivion, and we call this living. Okay, clearly that song gives me fits too. And you can tell that I don't rehearse it that often. There's yeah, clearly I need to rehearse that a lot more. But so that's my critique of academia. Funny story about this song. When we recorded it, the recorded version, if you head off to the streaming platforms and listen to it, you'll hear that it's got wonderful mandolin and piano in it. The piano, I really wanted kind of a carnival-esque feel to it. So yeah, Scott and Ron pulled that off really well. And there's accordion in it too. So yeah, it's got this kind of lilting carnival-esque feel. You kind of feel it, kind of get an image of an organ grinder or hurdy-gurdy player when you hear it. So when we were recording this song, my last album was recorded at Warehouse Studios in Vancouver, and that's a studio owned by Bryan Adams. And as we were in the big space there in Studio 2 recording, and Sheldon Zaharko, who's my producer, was in the sound booth, Bryan popped in to say hi to him, which was kind of fun for Sheldon, because I don't think that had happened yet. Because Sheldon works out of that studio quite a bit, but he hadn't actually bumped into Bryan Adams yet. So Bryan popped in and wanted to know who we were, and was quite interested in the sound of the accordion and the mandolin together, and I think was looking for a similar kind of accordion sound for something he was recording. So that was a kind of a fun moment for us when that happened. Yeah, so that's Lullaby for Gutenberg. Let's see, just looking to see if there are any questions in the chat or comments. Nope, not yet. Let's see, I can play you a little bit of my latest song, at least the chord progression anyway. So I got an F sharp minor, a D major 7th, E, and D. Then I've got A, C sharp minor. That's interesting. I wonder why I put a C sharp minor in there. Did I actually? I guess I did. Okay. So C sharp minor, and then D major 7th and D. So why don't I play you? So this is very new. So why don't I play you a little bit? And I'm a little hesitant because it won't be. There might be a guitar part in it, but it's really it's going to be a piano piece, piano based, and my lovely friend Nora Sett from Manchester in the UK is playing the piano for this, and has done a fantastic job, so I can't wait to actually record it. So I'll plunk away on the guitar. Not determined yet what the guitar will be in this song. Just finding my way here. We grew up here just like everyone else in North America, land of endless plenty, still plunder and gone. It's a race to the end, 'cause we're all worshiping our own private right, I think that's probably all I want to do. I am still getting comfortable with it, so I've, I can say it's done. I've written all the verses and the choruses and a vocal tag, and I'm just finding my way. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Very rough, very kind of improv at this point, but I'm just finding my way with the chords and on the guitar. So, I think even if it becomes just a voice and piano song, that I will want to have a guitar part that goes with it too. So yeah, that's it. I think that's all I got for you tonight. Some experimenting with a few things. So this has been fun for me. Thank you for tuning in and letting me just explore a couple of songs. That was great. I appreciate you being here, and I'll send you all off and wish you an excellent week, and stay safe and stay well, and I hope you have some joyful moments planned ahead for yourselves, and enjoy the spring weather if you're here on the West Coast, that is, because it's not quite spring elsewhere. Thank you, Bernie. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Maybe next week I'll venture into some synthwave vocals. Yeah, I think that would be good for me. Yeah, I think that's what I'll plan to do. All right, take care, everybody. Good night. Bye.